Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Poppy. I was going to say puzzle called, and I looked at the title and I saw Poppy, and I'm not going to start this one again. That's worth keeping in. This is by dumediat. And I know almost nothing about this one, except it's got a constraint that I was there when it was first being tested. And I remember that session well. I had a lot of fun playing around and discovering some stuff about this one. And while it was being played with, this was a lot of fun. Looking forward to getting into this one. Couple of things I want to call out before I get into the puzzle. The first one is I'm using the beta version of Sudoku Pad at the moment because what I'm testing out is the simple version of the pencil mark checker. This I hope will make live sometime soon. If you want to hit the beta version, then the hamburger menu in the top left will allow you to move to beta version of Sudoku Pad. But the simplified version of the pencil mark checker just means that it will give you pencil mark conflicts in the row, column, or box, but will ignore things like killer cage logic or any other conflicts that might come up. So if it detects any other form of conflict other than pencil marks, that is available. Now, I'm going to start with this turned off, but it will be available to me if I need it. So that's why I'm running in this version of the software. The other thing I want to call out is the role-playing content that I had had on this channel has now gone dark because I've moved it all over onto a new channel called BremSter Games. Setting up a new YouTube channel takes a lot of work, so that's something I've been working on for the last couple of days. And even worse is trying to get it off the ground so that YouTube will promote it and it becomes able to work as a full channel like this one does. This one took me nearly a year to get up and running. I'm hoping with the help of my subscribers I can get the other one done faster because what I really need is engagement. So what I need is people to jump over to the other channel. There'll be a link below to BremSter Games, or you can find it in my channel list. And just subscribe. If you're not that interested in the content, which is going to be role-playing stuff, board gaming stuff, I may stream some video games at some point as well, then feel free to not click the bell, though if you're interested in that stuff, please feel free to. That would help me get the engagement I need in order to be able to get the channel fully functional the way I'm used to on this one. But yeah, that's all. Let's have a look at Poppy by dumediat. So how does this one work? So interestingly enough, the first rule is the smallest one in the puzzle. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have a German whisper line. Along this German whisper line, the adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. We have killer cages. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. So these 3 digits will sum to 13, is what we know. And then these purple lines aren't normal renban lines. These are what are called run-on-Renbans. And any sequence of 5 cells along those renbans will contain a set of non-overlapping digits, but it's every sequence of 5 digits along this renban. So that will be a sequence of 5 non-consecutive overlapping consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. This will be a set of 5 consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. That's the maximum length of that line. I don't know if there's any others longer, but that's the way run-on-Renbans work. If you get long run-on-Renbans, there's some really weird stuff going on. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, the first thing I was going to do is explain run-on-Renbans, but I want to look at this to see if one of the... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cool. Okay, these cells here, these cells here, these cells here, and these cells here have a weird relationship. But you need to understand run-on-Renbans to get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a 6-cell long renban line. This is not part of the puzzle. I'm just doing a demonstration here to explain it. Now, let's say that these cells here were 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm just, this is an example. We're 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what we would know is if this was a run-on Renban, this would be one Renban. So let's mark that in yellow. And this would be another Renban. I mark it in blue. And these cells are shared because we've got two 5-cell long Renbans that overlap. Now, this could be 1 or 6 to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this could be 1 or 6. Now, under this circumstance, these digits would have to be different because this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's change that up a little bit, get rid of all of that, and then draw this so this line moves down. Now, this is still 1 or 6, and this is the blue digit because this has to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now these could be the same digit because they don't see each other. So the properties are that every, is it 6th digit? So, or 5 digit apart. So if this is 1 apart, 2 apart, 3 apart, 4 apart, 5 apart. So every digit that is 5 apart on a run-on Renban must be either the same digit or 5 apart. Okay, so that's just an inherent property. And if I change these values to be, let's make these 4, 5, 6, 7, then we can see that if this was a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this would be a 3. If it was a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this would be an 8. But the same is true here. This would be 3 or 8. So these would have to either be 3 or 8 or both. And because of this 8, in this case, they'd have to both be 3. And that would be a legal way of making this run on Renban. So either 5 apart or exactly the same digit. Now, that gives you some very weird stuff. I'm going to restart the puzzle to get rid of my example because these digits, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along, those belong in that set. So these are either 5 apart or the same digit, but they see each other, so they can't be the same digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, those are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the same. Let's call that one blue. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the same. Let's call that one orange. So these all have that same property, but they all see each other. So they either have to be 5 apart or the same digit. And they can't be the same digit. So they're all 5 apart. So if they're 5 apart, you can never use 5 because of they become like German whisper digits. They become like adjacent German whisper digits. There may as well be a German whisper line between these cells. And so one of them is low, one of them is high. Because if you've got, but they're exactly 5 apart. Exactly 5. So, for example, if this is 5, this would have to be 0 or 10, so it doesn't work. So these, if it's 1, this is 6. If it's 2, this is 7. If it's 3, this is 8. If it's 4, this is 9, and vice versa. And the same is true in here. But this is a 19 cage. So 19 cage, if I put 6 and 7 in here, then this would be 1, 2, 3, which is minimum. And there must be 2 high digits in here because these are 5 apart. So is that right? Yeah, because if I use 2 other high digits, say I even increase the 7 by 1 and go 6, 8, the digits would then be 1, 6, 8, 3. 1 and 6 is 7, 8 and 3 is 11, 7 and 11 is 18. Then I need to repeat the 1, and that doesn't work. So these are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I can't put 2 in any of those. And the 3 has to connect to the 8. So I can't put the 3 in the ends at all. This is the 3. This can't be a 6. Whoops, this can't be a 6. So this can't be 2 or 6. So the 2 goes with the 7, the 6 goes with the 1. So this is a 2 or a 6. 2 can't be here, so this can't be 7. This is weird. So what are these digits? These are 4, 5, 8, and 9. Well, there's no 4 down here. So if this is 4, this is 5 apart and becomes 9. If this can't be 5, I can't put 5 on any of these lines. So this isn't 5 either. I'll finish this one, but then this one, actually, let's do this one. Because if it's 9, it's 4. This is 8. Because if this was 9, this would have to be 5 apart and would be 4, and it can't be. This is 8 and 3. So there's no 8 in any of these. And this is now a 4-9 pair. So this is a 5. Which makes this a 9. Oh my lord. And the 9 looks up making this 4 and this 9. This is stunning. So these are 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 6 in there. There's no 8 in there. There's no 8 there. I need to put, that's a 5, 6, 7 triple on the renban. That's an 8. Now these are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't put 4 in there. I can't put 5 there. That's a lot less useful. So 7 goes with 2, or this is 1, 6. Now this is a 10 cage that can't have a 2 in it. So this is either 136 or 145. Either way, there's a 1 in here. If it's 136, this is 3, this is 16. But if this is 16, this would be 2. Hang on, this can't be 16. If this is 3, if this is 136, this becomes the 3 because I can't put 3 in either of those. This becomes the 16. And this would mean this would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can't do that. Because I can put 2 there, then this would become 7. And the 1 can't go on a 2, 7 renban line. I've run out of spaces. So this has to be 1, 4, 5. Which means there's no 5 up here. But this is 1, 4, 5. I cannot put 5 on a renban line. I had to put, so the 5 is on here. The fact that 5 has to be on each renban line is actually kind of useless for this. Or at least it has been so far. I mean, I haven't had to use it. This is probably a 1, isn't it? Yes, it is. Because if this is 2, 7, I can't put 1 on it. And if it's 1, 6, I can't put 1 on it. So this is 4, 5. And this is a 1. So this is now a high digit because this has to, so whatever this is, this has to be 5 different. So it's 6, 7, 8, or 9, and it can't be 6 or 8, so it's 7 or 9. This has to be 5 different. If I start as far away as possible with 9, this is 4 or lower. So this is 4, 3, 2, or 1. And it's not 1 because there's already a 1 in the box. So this is the 4, 5. So it's either, but I can't put a 2 on this line at all. Actually, I never could, I just noticed. So this could never be 1, 6 because I could never put 2 on this line. So this is 2, 7. And these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's a 3 here. This is a 6. This is a 3. There's no 6 in either of those. This 6, well, this is 1 and 6 now. And these are 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 2 here. There's no 5 here. There's no 3 here. There's no 4 here. This is 2 and 5. 5 comes out of there. This is 3, 4. And the 3 again makes this 4 and 3. 2, 5 is 7. So that's a 6. This is not a 6. There's no 6 here or 5. This is 4. There's a 4, 7 pair. This is 5. This is 6. This is bonkers. This 13 cage, well, it can't be 6, 7, and it can't be 5, 8 because I don't have 6. So this is 4, 9. This is bonkers, which makes this 7 and this 4. This is almost an easy puzzle if you know the trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this can't be 7, it's 9, and this can't be 2. This is a triple now. 1, 2, 3. So this is 4. So there's a 1 in one of those two. There's a 9 in one of those two. Actually, this right here is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. Actually, this is a 5, 7 pair. This is a 6. And this is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 7, and 8. Well, there's no 8 there. So there isn't... Oh, there's no 7 there. This is 3, 8. This is 7, which means this is 5. This is 7. 5 is now in one of these two. Hang on, this 13 cage. This can't be 5, 8 or 6, 7. So this is 4, 9. And I've got that 4. This is 9. This is 4. This is 1 and 3. Oh, Invisible 4 has been looking at this 5 for ages. These are 1, 2, 3, and 7. And this can't be 2 or 3. This is 1 or 7. This can't be 3. So this is a 1, 2, 7 triple. This is 3. This is 1. One in a 17 cage would leave those being 16. Which would be 7, 9, and I can't do it. So this is a 7. This is a 2, this is a 1. These now have to sum to 10. But if I put these in, these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, and 8, but these have to sum to 10. So those are 2 and 8. This is the 3. The 2 here, oh, it goes both ways. It makes that 8 and 2. This 2 looks over making this 5 and 2. What I should do is get rid of all of this colouring, which has been useless for ages. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 and 9, which is 10. So this becomes an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7. And this is what's left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3 looks down making this 1, so these are not 1. 2, 3 looks across making this 8 and this 3. This 2 has made this 7. This is a pair. 5 and 6. The 6 here makes this 5 and this 6. I've been doing this puzzle for 10 minutes. This is... What? 1, 5... This just flows beautifully. No one... There better be some Sudoku sting at the end, or else I'm going to look like an idiot. 1, 8. 8 makes this 1 and 8. 5, 7, and 9 go in here. That can't be 7 or 9. That's the 5, so that's the 9, and that's the 7. The 9 looks like making this the 5. This is not the 5. This is a pair. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. There's 9 and 4, 2 and 9. This is now a pair, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 8. And I'll use this 8 to make this 2, this 8. The 2 looks down, making this 3, this 2. And then this becomes 3, and that becomes 7. 12 minutes 23. My tester told me that this was quite tricky. I mean, it helps when you set a lot of puzzles, and I have actually played with Run-on-Renban myself. And I did have that extra time. I did reset the puzzle after doing the example, which did get me in the right mindset. So I did do some discovering before I did that. So let's add, I don't know, another few minutes. Let's call it, I don't know, 16 or 17 minutes, which is, for I don't know. I don't like to compete time-wise. I really, really don't. But I worry that I did not do that puzzle justice. Um, if you took 35 minutes, 40 minutes, or whatever to figure that one out, please remember that I was there when Run-on-Renbans were being played with, and I was one of the people who was helped like discover and play with the logic of the five difference or the cells having to be the same. I was very involved with that, so that gives me a huge advantage on this puzzle, particularly as, yeah, this one uses it really nicely. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. I feel I really raced through that one. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, please check out BremSter Games. It would really help me out a lot. You've got an extra few minutes that I've given you back. And yeah, as always, good luck with your solving.